Hi, it's Sari. I wanted to talk today about a case that happened here in close to where I live, like 20, maybe 25 minutes away from me. It did happen in 2012. However, it is so horrendous that I think attention needs to be brought to it. We need to remember that this little girl did exist. Her name was Ashlynn Lillith Peters, and she died at just 4 months old. And so this graphic warning, if you don't think that you want to stick around for this, I completely understand. But I'm going to tell the story. Sometimes sweeping things under the carpet and ignoring them is just not the way to go. Today was the Tim Jones trial, and thank God he was found guilty. He killed and strangled his 5 beautiful children. And just monsters are living among us, and we have to be voices for these kids. This is a particularly horrendous case, and when I tell you the details, you'll certainly understand why. I had never heard of anything like this before, and it's just really surprised. No one covered this. There is a quick news little brief, like a news clip. If you go and you look up either parent or even the little girl, he's not a parent, either of these two idiots and monsters or the baby, the sweet baby, you won't find anything but a couple of the same clip that other people have. I think it's like 2 or 3 minutes long. But in any case, it is the story of the Missouri couple accused of plotting the infant's rape inside the bizarre public posts on Facebook. Yeah, you heard me right. So it is the case of Jessica Powell, Lyn Powell, or Jessica Lynn Peters, and she was pregnant. She got on Facebook. She wasn't with the baby's father anymore. And she met this guy, Jordan Lafayette Prince, and decided that she was going to start some sort of a friendship or romance with him, knowing that he was a pedophile. He had been accused of raping a 4-year-old boy. And so she knew this. And they started to send texts back and forth. And she was encouraging and getting him ramped up and hyped up about offering up her child once the baby was born for him to rape and sodomize this child. And that's what she did, and he killed that baby. While she was in the trailer home with the baby, he did this. So this, I'm not going to show any kind of autopsy photos or that kind of graphic things, but some of the Facebook posts that they wrote afterwards. She only got 25 years in jail, which I think is our prison, which is a joke. That's all. She knew when she was pregnant that, when that baby came, that's what she was going to do. And she only got 25 years. So she'll be eligible for parole soon. And even if she does her whole entire 25 years, she'll get out in 2036. Just unbelievable. And he got, I think, 3 life sentences. So anyway, yeah, she's accused of knowingly letting her boyfriend sexually assault her 4-month-old baby daughter and encouraging it. She was sexually excited about this and encouraged this. Jordan Lafayette Prince is a 25-year-old St. Charles man, raped and strangled and killed the infant. Ashlynn Lillith Peters, officials say. Both are now behind bars, facing second-degree murder charges. And why second-degree murder charges, I have no idea. Investigators said they have uncovered text messages relating to the December assault that now show the mother advocating the rape. So, of course, this is an older article. Yeah, very gruesome. And so the last post he wrote on Facebook was, this is for you, baby girl. Daddy misses you. Daddy loves you. And that was to the baby that wasn't his baby, and the baby that he horrendously killed. It could be a while before the public learns the full extent of the information that the investigators have uncovered implicating Howell in the death of her own daughter. And they knew right away. They got the texts immediately and the Facebook message. They used Messenger on Facebook. Everything was there. And of course, like I said, I won't read any of those, but I will, obviously you're seeing pictures. It's terrible. One of them, she says, so excited. This is the day that the baby was born. And she invited this monster to the hospital room. So excited. Today was a very important day for Ashlynn's memory. Oh, I'm sorry. There's another one. I'll read that one later. This is when Bowie is a memorial. It's a morgue here in Missouri. And if you don't have money, or you have an infant or a child that dies, they will take care of the burial. They have a mass area like stillborns, things like that. Or in a case like this, where they will take care of it, and the family doesn't have to pay for it. She and he were both very poor, and so were, I believe, both parents, or both sets of parents. Not that he had any claim to this child, but this is what she writes on Facebook. So excited. Today was a very important day for Ashlynn's memory. We went to Bowie to select the memorial plaque, and it's very nicely done. I think everyone will love how we have chosen to remember our precious angel. We will give more information as it comes. Thank you to everyone sincerely for your donation. She had a GoFundMe. Yeah. For without whom this could not have been possible. Bowie paid for the whole thing. They kept that money and used it for the attorney, is what the reports are. Now she will have a marker, a reminder, and furthermore, her life, for as short as it was, will forever be ingrained in a peaceful, loving way, the way I believe she truly loved us. Yeah, she did not leave you that way. In a peaceful, loving way, the way I believe she truly loved us. Horrendously beaten. I don't want to get too graphic, but she died of asphyxiation. He raped and sodomized this baby. Her injuries were so intensive and extensive that he didn't even need to strangle her. She would have died within moments of the sodomizing and rape and beating. He was beating her, ramming her head into the wall as he was sodomizing a 4-month-old baby. And she was in the trailer watching all of this. And she only got 25 years. There's something really, really wrong with our judicial system, and we as a community of people, why people are not outraged with these small sentences. It is disgusting. Monsters don't do these kinds of things. And that's all she got. And he writes, "This is for you, baby girl. Daddy misses you. Daddy loves you." These messages from Howell in the immediate aftermath of the death, first with a long defense of her boyfriend. And she says, this will not be easy. He says, this will not be easy. And she says, but I won't give up on you. And this goes on and on and on, her saying that he's not guilty and that she's there. And then she writes, 1 week ago today, I will live in my mind as I held you helplessly and you lay in my arms. I sat in utter shock that my baby girl was gone, as I pleaded and begged, but at last could only pray. I felt your spirit envelop me as Mommy gave you one last kiss on your forehead, and wanting to accept that this was to be your young fate. I never let you go, and will never, apologize, this is all blurry, will never, to this day, even if the doctors and nurses said no more that we can do to help her, she is too far gone. And knowing so, Mommy just let you sleep until we meet again someday. Not saying goodbye, but instead saying goodnight. It's nauseating and sickening and unfriggin' believable. And this is before they charged her. Now, they already had her texts and knew all of what she had done, all the Facebook messages. And she's on Facebook collecting money in a GoFundMe account. And the baby is only dead because that's what she wanted. Yeah, yeah. And then she writes on December 19th, now this is, within a week. I feel very blessed at this time. It may be difficult to want us to feel anything but anger or sadness, but I refuse to allow my daughter's wonderful memories haunt me. So instead, I've decided to fill myself with the thoughts of her warm smile, the way her thick hair curled with baby oil in it, her cooing as if she were trying so hard to speak to me, to talk to me. Why is it we truly do not realize the precious gift until it has been taken from us? Things have not, nor will they ever make sense of her death, but I will not allow myself to forget her memory about her short life here and the differences she will make in my life. Merry Christmas, Pop-Tart. Mommy misses you, and you still and will always hold a place in my heart. So this is this animal. Oh, not an animal. Animals don't do that. This is this... the monster is too nice. Monsters, she caused her own baby's death, and she should have gotten as much as he got. They both should have gotten the death penalty, if not the death penalty, then life with no parole, tortured every day for the rest of their lives. Yet he has just appealed a week ago. He has another appeal. And I periodically go into the case files here in Missouri, their access, public access. So I go in and take a look, and he's always filing appeals. I know that they do that. But yes, she's, serving her time, and neither one of them has been beaten up or killed. It's just amazing that this continues to go on. So, but I just wanted to bring this case to your attention, that there are women out there that will do that. She was pregnant, and before she even had the baby, decided, oh wow, I'm going to just give my baby to this idiot to rape and kill and sodomize. And she was sexually excited by the idea. This is really terrifying. And I wonder if her family knew that she was this kind of individual. His family obviously did. He had been already accused of raping a little 4-year-old boy, and she really liked that idea. She was all into that. So once again, she looks like a normal young lady, and her family doesn't look, I checked out their backgrounds. I don't see anything like that happening, or anybody in her family that I can tell on public record has done anything. So to her or to anybody else, not that I see, as far as a criminal record. So I wonder if they knew that that she was the monster that she was, and the fate that their grandchild and their niece and their nephew and their cousin and their family member, this beautiful, beautiful, precious gift from God, this darling little baby, died in such a horrible way, and only living for 4 months, knowing that before she was even born, that this was going to be her fate. Her mother knew it. So, all right, until next time, God bless.